Hi, Samantha from Mama Runs on Plants, and today we are going to talk about training with small children at home. It can be difficult when you have small kids because you have to plan everything. That's tip number one, is to plan your runs. You need a schedule, and you need to schedule your runs, whether you write them down in your planner or put an alert in your phone. You need to schedule them just like you would schedule an appointment, like a doctor's visit, something like that, so that you know every Tuesday at 5:30 I'm running, every Thursday at 5:30 I'm running, so that no matter what happens, you have that on your schedule and you plan accordingly. That's the only way that I started running consistently. I had to have the discipline. I had to plan it, whether Aubrey missed her nap one day and was super cranky, still had to go do my run. So sometimes maybe she was crying when I left, but I knew that it was better for her that mommy got to go do her run, and it was definitely better for me. So that's tip number one, is to establish your routine and stick to it. My second tip is to be flexible. Now, that may seem completely contradictory to tip number one, but being flexible means that if something happens, like when your kid is sick and you just absolutely cannot make your run, you just have to roll with the punches. And because you're consistent, from tip number one, missing one run is not going to completely destroy your training plan. So you can be flexible and rearrange your days and still get that run in, even when something comes up that is completely unavoidable. So the next tip is to, if you can't find a babysitter, it's good to incorporate your kids in your run. So there's a few different ways that you can do that, not only in your run, but also in your workouts. There's been times that I couldn't go to the gym for whatever reason, and I just put on a workout on YouTube, and the kids would do squats right here in the living room with me. So they think it's fun, and they also see that mommy is doing things to better herself, and that just sets them up for incorporating fitness into their lives. So the other way that we sometimes incorporate the kids into our workouts and our runs is to have them run with us. We have a few different places locally where there's a school track and it's fenced in. So while I'm doing my speed work, they can run along the outside of the track. So look for places like that. Look for opportunities where they can join you, even if you have someone that maybe can't watch the kids, but they can come along with you to kind of help handle them while you run. Sometimes that works out. And another thing that we do is Brian will drive his bike and pull the kids in a bike trailer. So if you have a friend that maybe doesn't want to run with you but is willing to ride their bike, you can get a bike trailer, and that way the kids can still be with you and you can still get in your run. We utilize this on long runs, and we've done this before during a training cycle when we didn't have a babysitter. So Brian would do his long run on Saturday, and then on Sunday he would use the bike and pull the kids, and I would do my long run. So that way I'm not out running 8 miles by myself somewhere, and the kids can still be included. So that's what's worked for us in the past. Another option is to utilize local resources. Find out if you have a YMCA nearby that offers childcare. If you have a YMCA and they don't offer childcare, I would suggest that you reach out to them and find out what needs to happen for them to start providing that service. It's been a lifesaver for us to be able to take the kids and have them at Child Watch so that we both can get in a workout, and also sometimes we can go on shorter runs while they're at Child Watch or use the treadmill. Another idea is to find a local running club and network with other runners that have small children. Sometimes you can set up a babysitter co-op where they watch your kids sometimes, you watch their kids sometimes. So that way you can switch off and you can still get your runs in, and you're also helping out other fellow runners at the same time. So the biggest thing is if you're determined and you want to train for a half marathon or a marathon, or if you just want to become a regular runner, you definitely can do it. It just takes a little bit of routine, but also some flexibility, and you may have to be creative about where to do your workouts, and also where to find somebody to help you with the kids while you run. So you can do it. Don't let the kids be an obstacle. Start today.
Now, why is it better for Mommy to go run and Aubrey cry? That's my question for today in this video on Mama Runs on Plants.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and make sure you check out my blog at mamarunsonplants.com. Thank you for tuning in.